28,000 tech workers have been laid off in the past 2 years.
Amazon is cutting hundreds of jobs.
Tesla has laid off thousands of employees.
Google has announced another round of layoffs.
Layoffs in technology just keep coming. The latest.
First of all, thank you for taking the time to meet us with us today. And this would be a difficult conversation. And for us to ensure we will have the necessary support, we have also invited your manager to be part of this discussion. So after thorough evaluation and consideration of all possible factors, we have reached a difficult decision for us to sustain our global operational model. We regret to inform you that we must let go of some of our valued team members, so including your role within the organization.
Hello mga ka-take off buddies. So for today's vlog, it's a bit different. Sorry, I won't be able to share or to see me on screen, but I prefer doing voiceover muna. So walang gala, walang travel tayo ngayon. This is just me and sharing something very personal. So honestly, I didn't know where or how to start this, but a part of me felt like I needed to speak up. Not just to inform you, but somehow to open up about the journey that I've been going through recently, especially after getting retrenched. So it wasn't easy, to be honest. Sobrang hirap niya. So this is my third month na kakagaling sa retrenched. And ayun, wala pa rin naman akong job pa. And the moment that I found out na ganun yung mangyayari sa amin, parang tumigil talaga yung oras eh. But I told myself, wala tayong oras para magmukmok kasi mahirap eh. Mahirap na magmukmok ka pa kasi wala ka namang magagawa in the first place. So I gave myself a short break to breathe and then I started submitting applications right away. Actually, lagi naman prepared yung CV ko. Yun yung mahalaga sa akin. Lagi kong ina-update yung CV ko from time to time. Kasi I know on my end na di ba dapat ready ka kung ano mang mangyayari. So I didn't want to be also a burden to anyone. Ayoko rin na ako yung magiging dahilan ng stress sa mga tao sa paligid ko. Kasi nasanay ako na ako yung nagbibigay ng suporta. Pero nung ako na yung nangangailangan, ibang klase pala guys. Grabe. And that really hits me hard. So through this vlog, I want to share my journey, my experience of losing a job, picking myself up, and making plans for what's next. If you're someone going through the same right now, this is for you too. So you are not alone, guys. We might not control what happens to you, but we can always choose how we rise from it. So this is me and choosing to move forward. Gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo yung naging journey ko after I got retrenched last April 2025. Saktong-sakto pa kasi it was right before the Labor Day, araw ng manggagawa. And, di ba, medyo na-off nga ako to be honest with you. Pero, ayun, wala naman tayong magagawa dyan. So, I received the online invite confirming the retrenchment. And honestly, hindi rin ako masyado nakapag-react. Wala naman akong sama ng loob. But of course, may konting kaba kasi nasanay ako na may ginagawa, naging nag-work pag nagigising ka. Alam mo na, yung usual routine na ginagawa mo. Then all of a sudden, biglang mawawala. Kasi I've been working for almost 12 years na rin and hindi ako nababakante. First time ko lang mabakante ng ganito. And nakakapanibago talaga, to be honest. Nakakawala ng momentum, biglang tahimik, parang hinahanap ng katawan mo yung stress ng pagiging busy. Di ba? May ganun eh. Kaya ang ginawa ko, nagbakasyon muna ako. Nakita nyo naman dun sa previous post ko, yung nakapag-Cebu pa ako. Ayun, planado talaga yun guys before ako ma-retrench. Kaya naka-fix na yung mga budget ko for that one. And then right after that, dire-diretso na sa pag-apply. In terms of how things were set up, kahit retrench na kami, we were still considered employed for a month naman. So during that time, we still received 3 payouts. First one, yung last pay mo, or last pay ko for April. Then, yung separation pay. So, depende yan. Times 2, times 3. Kung gaano katagal ka sa employment nila. Or should I say, sa organization nila. And then, finally, the final pay. Pag na-surrender mo na yung mga kailangang surrender and yung mga clearance. At least, somehow, nabigyan naman kami ng buffer. Pero syempre, that time is also meant to prepare, update your resume, start applying, and emotionally ready yourselves. Pero sa totoo lang, ang hirap, guys. The job market is really tight and ang dami mong kaagaw. Sometimes, you pour your hopes into application only to get that familiar reply. Sorry, you're not considered for this role. But one thing I've learned in this journey, if it's not meant for you, it won't be yours. And sometimes, mararamdaman mo talaga yon. May mga opportunities na kahit anong pilit mo na gusto mong kuhanin, hindi talaga napupunta para sa'yo. Pero may darating din na para sa'yo talaga. And I believe that. You know what I always believe in? The burnt toast theory. Sometimes, rejections, those no's na natatanggap mo lagi, are just life's way of redirecting you to something better and something bigger. And to be honest, guys, that's exactly what happened to me. I've been rejected multiple times. As in, paulit-ulit. Yung nag-start ako mag-apply during around May, up until first week ng June, wala masyadong tumatawag sa akin. Mayroong mga interviews, pero nare-reject agad. And then, I told myself, kapag after 2 months, wala pa rin, maybe it's time to explore a different route. Maybe I'd go full-time, siguro sa pagta-travel vlog. Pero mahirap din eh. It's too risky. Lalo na ngayon, hindi naman ganun kadami yung followers ko. Hindi naman ganun siya nagmo-monetize pa. Pero continue pa rin ako sa pag-upload kasi dito ako nag-e-enjoy eh. Dito ako nabibigyan ng opportunity to show my other side of things na hindi puro work lang. Sure, I don't have a huge following yet then. But I genuinely love sharing my journeys, my takeoffs, pag nagta-travel, and my little escapes from the everyday. Or maybe, you'd see me on TikTok din, guys, selling products kung kakayanin ko, di ba? Pero matrabaho din siya, madaming key papers daw na kailangan ayusin pag ganun. So, because of one thing that I've learned lately because of that is first, learn to save. You'll never know when you'll need that lifeline. I was close to switching careers for good, to be honest, but I decided to adjust instead. I work on my communication skills, which is yun naman talaga lagi kong priority ever since, kasi I know that's my weakness. Built myself a backup, and little by little, I found myself back in the game. Kaya ako, meron talaga akong mga life hacks na ginagawa pag nag-a-apply. Might as well, I could share it with you next time. Pero, ayun, yun yung isa sa mga natutunan ko. Next would be, come June 2025, the tide started to turn naman. Kasi recruiters started to call. Kasi hindi ko talaga na-expect na ang dami nilang tumatawag sa akin. Out of, ang dami kong pinasahan. Like 10, 20 applications, sunod-sunod yan. Minsan nga, dinadandahanan ko na kasi sabi ko, baka next time wala na akong opportunity na matawagan ulit. Kaya, unti-unti lang ina-applyan ko from day to day para lang sure ako na meron akong mababalikan at mapagpipilian kapag may offer. Then, one after another, and no, this isn't to brag. So, this is to acknowledge how somehow good God has been. How faithful the journey is even through pain. The process wasn't easy. Kasi emotionally draining siya, guys. Everyday mag-a-apply ka. Everyday mag-open ka ng laptop. Walang assurance na kung anong mangyayari sa'yo. Physically exhausting siya. Alam nyo naman, madami tayong kaagaw sa job market right now. Madaming mga bagong graduate. Likewise, madami rin mga natanggal sa trabaho. Hindi lang naman isang company ang nagtatanggalan. Madami, guys. Hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas, kundi sa ibang bansa rin. And because I never want to experience that same sting again, getting kicked out after 2 years with no warning, I've promised myself to think differently this time. To be smarter and to be prepared. Last life lesson that I've learned, always have a backup. When one basket falls, be sure you've got another to catch your eggs. Diversify, build your skills, strengthen your network, and most of all, know your worth talaga, guys. Not because kailangan mo, dun agad ang kukunin mo. May mga opportunities kasi na, ayan na, binibigay na sa'yo agad. Pero, kailan mo pa rin pag-isipan? Is it worth it? Is it worth the commute? Is it worth the face-to-face lagi? Diba? Mga ganong dilemma sa pagpili ng trabaho. Pero if you really need, or if you really needed the money for your family, then you don't have any choice. And that's another story. But right now, I'm still in process. Still applying, still waiting, still hoping. There are offers on the table, but I'm still listening to what feels right. And maybe, just maybe, the right door is already opening. I just haven't seen it yet.